Hello, hello, my beautiful Aquarius. Brenda here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of May the 26th to June the 1st. Okay, spirit and guides, what does my Aquarius need to see for the download message? Study. Okay, let's see what you need to see, know, and expect. What's coming in behind you, what you need to be made aware of, what you need to be prepared for. So spirit and guides, what do my beautiful Aquarians need to see, know, and expect this week? Let's see what we have here for you. Coming in with your first card, you've been given the Nine of Swords. Coming in with the Strength card. Coming in with the Fool. Following the Fool, you've got the King of Cups. And their final outcome card is the Moon card. Okay, let's see what we have here for you, my beautiful Aquarius. Starting off with your download message, you've got study, so pay attention to details. You may be having to study some information, go over some data, maybe you're involved in some sort of a program or a project or taking something back, a new form of study of some sort, education-wise. But you could be studying anything, okay? But this is about paying attention and focusing on the details when you do. Okay, you want to come out ahead of the game. When you're studying something, you need to know the facts. Coming in with your life or your career card, you've got frozen. So there may be a hiring freeze or no work now. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold, so a warm follow-up gets you in the door. So maybe some of you are trying to get a raise. Maybe you need to go into the office and speak to, your boss. Speak to, speak to your boss about it. Sorry, the big sigh here. I'm trying to find a word here that I can't think of it, and it'll come to me. Payroll. Maybe there's been, something going on there where maybe they can give you some leverage, some leeway. However, things might be slow right now, and you might be applying for jobs that aren't available. Maybe you should be thinking outside the box, okay? Or maybe some of you are saying, I'm going back to school and I'm taking something that I know I'm going to make a go of. Now, I'm going to give you an example. I had a client who was an airline stewardess, and she wanted to be an airline stewardess so much. She was working in the corporate city type of business, which she didn't like anymore. It was stressful. And she did get the job. I had done readings on her. She didn't get the airline she wanted. She applied for, and I told her she wouldn't, and I told her to apply for the one she did get. And then she decided when the big shutdown happened, right, with COVID, that she wasn't flying, and 17,000 staff were on hold because we weren't flying anywhere. So she decided she would pick another profession. And so she started, even when she went back to flying, she started a nursing course online, because everybody needs nurses. Everybody needs medical help. So think about this as an example, okay? There may be a hiring freeze on a particular job you're interested in, and it doesn't hurt to try something new. Okay, coming in next, we have underneath that the Nine of Swords. So you are worried about it. You're worried about your job. You're worried about finances. You're worried about things. But worry never fixed a problem, okay? So try not to drag the worry with you around all day long, because it's going to weigh you down, burden you down, and leave you exhausted. Okay, you need to get your rest. You need to leave your problems on the chair before you go to bed. Do what you can do. Try to do affirmations. Try to do meditative work. Try to be positive. Try to tap into higher self and your guides and the powers that be to take that worry away from you. Coming in with your focus part of the reading, you've got metamorphosis. So there's definitely going to be some changing, some tweaking, something new. It's like you're becoming something totally different. And maybe this is what you're doing with the study. You may be going into a whole new type of career or a new way of living your life. So metamorphosis is taking a situation, because we think of the change with a butterfly. It starts off as this horrible worm, and then it goes into this ugly brown cocoon, and then all of a sudden it emerges, this absolutely gorgeous, majestic, magical creature. So you can make these changes in your life for the better. Okay, so stay focused on that. You're going to be going through some major changes, and you're choosing what's going to be right for you. You're strong, so don't give up on your ideas. If this is a card of look at a split personality here. One part says don't do this, and the other part says don't do that. Now, this is about you realizing that you are strong, you're resilient, you're resistant, and you have the ability to recreate yourself, okay? With kindness, compassion, understanding. You can do that. Implement those feelings towards yourself and make yourself realize that you deserve the best. Now, you may be dealing with a person, and don't get caught up in, in the heat of the moment and say things that you can't take back, because words are things we can't. Okay. Now, look at things in a more compassionate, understanding, loving, and forgiving manner this week. Coming in your challenge part of the week, you've got focus. Now, this is a hard thing to do when you have worry on your mind. You have a million things going on in your lives, and it is sometimes hard to focus, but you're being given this message that you need to really persevere and focus on what it is you want, no matter how tough it is. I mean, look at this leopard. He's out in this blizzard, it's cold, there's no food around, he's looking for a place to find shelter, but he's determined and he's going to find it. Okay, so stay determined and focused. Coming in with the Fool underneath that's taking a leap of faith, going in a new direction, doing something you might not have done. Maybe you finally said, I'm going to take this leap of faith, throw the dice and go for it. But don't jump off that cliff till you check your parachute first. In other words, you need to do the prep work. Find out the details. Make sure you have everything you need, okay? So that you're not taking a risk and you're not going to have anything unfortunate happen or occur. This is about one foot in this world and another one ready to jump. You're almost there. This is going to be a beautiful landing for you once you get your ducks in a row. Coming in with your messages from Spirit and your guides, what do you need to surrender to? Apparently, you need to surrender to negative thinking. You have control over your own thoughts, and when negative thoughts surface, say, okay, thanks for those, and quickly refocus on the positive affirmations, okay? We're always going to get those fall prey to those, those disappointing thoughts, those failures that we feel we did, those heartbreaking moments, those grieving moments, but don't stay there. Okay, they're always going to seep in. They're always going to sneak in behind us. And we need to just let them go with forgiveness and move forward and think positive. Let go of the negative thinking, because that's exactly what holds us back from succeeding as we start sabotaging our own beautiful positive energy. King of Cups comes in. Yeah, great king, great person. Somebody who is the ideal person to have in your life. They're kind, compassionate, understanding, giving. They've been there, done it, have the mettle to prove it, and they just want to be there to support you. You'll know who they are. This is the person who wants to see you succeed, wants to see you overcome any challenges, wants to guide you because they've been there. And so somebody could be stepping forward here to give you counsel, give you therapy, give you guidance. I would take it if I were you. Coming in at the end of the week, you've got the All That Glitters card. Well, look at the masks here. So we know that everything that glitters isn't gold. Somebody could be the wolf in sheep's clothing. They may be wearing a mask and not telling you the whole truth, so help them God. Okay? Often we get these BS salesmen with a mouthful of samples that only tell us what they want us to hear. And then once you sign on that dotted line, you're stuck. Okay? So remember that. Beware. It's a done deal when the ink hits the paper. So consumer beware. If it looks too good to be true, yeah, I would look into it. I would study it. I would pay attention because it probably is. And remember, always remember to be mindful that, you need to pay attention to the details here. You've got the Moon card. The Moon card is indicative of Pisces. You could be dealing with a Pisces energy. However, this card says you're going to find the information you need to hear. Okay, you've got trusting your instincts, your gut feelings, and you need to get this information because you're almost there to take this leap of faith. Do your research and you will hear the secrets and find what you need to know in the background. And then that's going to leave you able to surface and take a breath of fresh air and go after your goals. Let's see what we have here. So finding your secrets. Don't disillusion yourself. Continue moving forward to find the information that you need to help guide you and move you forward. Okay, let's see what we have here for our beautiful, beautiful Aquarius. Coming in with your first card, the Nine of Swords, you have the Death. Okay, let go. Let go of that grief. Let go of those disappointments. Let go of the worry. Shut the door on what's not been working for you and look at your future with vision and promise. This is a card of rebirth, getting those chances to go after new things now. Don't be afraid. Coming in next, you have the Temperance, taking your time, doing things in moderation, thinking about things before you speak or do. Okay? You're going through some changes, and it takes time for that to happen. So don't jump in too quickly. Don't make any fast judgment or decisions or sign things in a big hurry. Know that Spirit's giving you these little nudges and little push-pull nudges to let you know. Okay, they're there to guide you through this process. This is a card of balance, pure and simple. Okay, take yourself to center. Coming in with the Fool, you've got, let's do this. I always cut the deck. You've got the card of the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. You're ready to take that leap of faith. You're focused on it. You've been through a lot of challenges in the past. Okay? Now you've overcome them. She's walked through the fire, come out the other side, and she knows that nothing's going to make her go back where she was. Okay? This is about balance and taking yourself to center. Okay? When we normally, in other decks, we see 8 cups, and they're not divided equally. That's an equal number, 8. So that means you're still working on it. One foot in front of the other. Just keep going in that direction. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, so don't rush. Coming in with the King of Cups and letting go of that negative thinking, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So all of this is about slow movement. Slow, okay? Changes. This is about you planning your moves, being articulate, creative, so you can be accurate. He never fails. He's not charging in on his trusty steed like all the other knights in the deck do, because he's mindful, he's careful, and he never fails. So take your time, one foot in front of the other, as I said. Don't jump in and take that leap of faith until you're ready. And your final card, my beautiful Aquarius, what do we have for you? On top of the moon, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is teamwork. And we know that teamwork always works, right? We need to be in the end of the ring supporting each other, bouncing ideas back and forth. You may be asked to step up, teach, preach, and convey wise wisdom about your talents that you have and what you have to offer. Okay, so don't be afraid to do that, because teamwork is dream work. So you could be creating or being asked to join a team and realizing that working together is going to bring you closer to your goals. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius, this is your general reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today, a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful one. At this time, I truly want to thank you for your interest in my channel all these years and for supporting what I do. The likes, the thumbs up, the beautiful comments, and of course, every day more subscribers. If you have not subscribed to us and you've heard this by other creators, please do, because it is one of the few things in life that are free. You can subscribe and you'll get notified when any of my videos are out here to view. And also, every single Sunday, I go live to give out free messages to those that want to come in my chat room. So pay attention, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell, and hit that subscribe button. Always know that I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Aquarius.